Hi guys, it's Neil from Maccabi GB. Welcome back. This day, every day at 11:30, we're doing chair-based and seated exercises for you guys at home. Obviously, the latest government guidelines means we're probably going to be spending a lot more time at home, as we should be doing. So please make sure that when you're in home, you're still being as active as you can be. So today my focus is going to be on strength. Yesterday we did a lot of mobility for about 10-15 minutes. Thank you for those guys who subsequently asked me questions or engaged. Really love getting some questions, getting comments and stuff about things that we can do moving forward, all right, to make this easier and better for you. Like every day, we have a set requirement for equipment and attire, so please pay attention to what we need. So today we have a full glass of water, which we have every day, sorry. Oh. We also have, I've got some weights today. Yesterday we had some Waitrose baked beans. Today I've gone ultra kosher today. Geffen tomato basil pasta sauce. Oddly, this was the only thing I could get from the shops because pasta sauce is out anywhere. So getting myself some good solid kosher pasta sauce there just to keep me going. Yesterday I got some music. So today we are going to play some music. Yesterday was the Beatles. Today is going to be a 60s mix. And other than that, a bit loud. Other than that, the chair. Every day we talk about the chair. Some people are asking why the chair is so important. Can it not have wheels? Can it not have a flexi back? Short answer to that is no, it can't. It needs to be pretty rigid, pretty solid to be supportive, especially for your back. If there was wheels on the ground, you wouldn't be able to use it as a support. So please, that's what it's for, the chair. Support to move in and around to do some of the exercises that we're going to do. All right. Also my attire, all right, I mean something comfortable, something that I can move around in, all right, and also key, not slippers or anything. I've got my funky orange shoes, wearing them obviously so that you guys can make sure that you see what it is that we need to be doing today, all right. So a lot of strength exercises, try and get the muscles warmed up, looking at, even if you haven't done physical activity for a while, it's all about just keeping moving and keeping active. Okay, in the home, as you can see, all right, I don't have a huge amount of space, but you don't need a huge amount of space. Jessica, lovely, or Jess, lovely to see you watching the video, and feel free to comment. What we're going to be doing is starting the strength exercises. We started some of these last week. These are NHS recommended exercises. Also, apologies, I'm obviously working from home. I may end up having my children running in if that happens. We will incorporate them into the exercises, see what we can do. All right, Jordan, thank you for coming on as well. All right, so the first exercise we are going to be doing is sit to stand. So very simply, chair sideways on. We talked previously about posture. Now posture is really key. All right, if you've got a bad back, you can't be slouching that way or leaning back that way, okay? So just sideways on, all right, nice and straight back. You'll see it in my seat, all right, perched near the middle. I'm not slouched forward and I'm not leaning back, all right? I'm in the middle of the seat, facing whatever direction I need to face, but my back is nice and straight. Okay, so that's the pay attention bit that we need to look at the moment. All right, so like I said, getting started, we are looking at sitting to stand. So it's effectively a reverse squat. Instead of going down, we're going to go up. So this is going to work your quads, all right, to get yourself up. So feet in the middle, facing away, nice, straight back, just looking forward. If you need to, put your hands on the sides and sit up. All right, and sit back down again. What that's going to work is going to work your quads on the way up and your hamstrings on the way down. All right, make sure that you know and you have an idea of where your chair is. So you're seated there, up. And you probably do this about 4 or 5 times at your own pace, whatever pace works for you. Up and down. If you want to keep to the music, you absolutely can do, but it's not obligatory. But go to whatever works best for you. If that was too easy for you, do it with weights. Like I said, got my Geffen pasta sauce, right? Even just sitting, if you can do it, if you've got strong enough balance to plant your feet and stand up and stand down, or sit down, sorry. So that's what you're going to do. If you find that exercise too easy, you just adapt it to your level. Let's put it here actually. Okay, that is sitting to stand, alright? That's going to work on basically your leg muscles, being able to get in and out of bed, in and out of your chair. If you're actually quite active, going out and going for walks or runs or tennis, things like that, right? It's very good work for your hips and your quads and your legs. Next one is mini squats, alright? Operative word is mini, so I'm going to turn the chair around. Alright? Right. Normally, people hear squats, they think, oh, I've got to go down as low as I can. You don't have to at all. Alright? You only go as low as you're able to, hence why it's called a mini squat. So what you're going to do, hands on the side of on your back of your chair, right? Feet about shoulder width apart, but if you're not sure what that is, maybe look at the width of your chair legs. That's probably a roughly good idea. And all you're going to do is nice straight back, looking ahead, and squatting down and back up. Alright, I'm not going all the way down, just to a little perched position and back up. Hello, 8 people, 9 people now are now watching it. Please feel free to comment, like, do whatever you want. Just engage if you need to. If you're watching this and doing it at home, even better. Alright, so that is mini squats, okay? And again, that's going to work your legs. It's going to really work your bum, alright? So you'll have a sore bum later. As I've said in every video, but I'll just reiterate it, try and do these exercises 2, maybe 3 times a day. Only takes 10 minutes, alright? That'll give you the government recommended 30 minutes a day, plus all the walking and other things you're going to be doing, okay? Jessica and Alex. Oh, Alex, thank you for being on as well. Appreciate that. So, next thing we're going to be doing is calf raises, okay? So looking at the backs of your legs, alright, are called calves, alright, your calf muscles. More specifically, this is your gastrocnemius, that's your soleus. So we're looking on the gastrocnemius, which is this muscle back here. Okay, your soleus attaches to your heel, but it also is worked in this exercise as well. Very simply, calf raises, alright? So, very simple. If you have good balance, you can do it without the chair. If you don't, please use the chair. Hold on to the chair. Again, this is the standard position. And lift your feet, lift your heels up off the ground onto your toes. And back down again. Lift it up. And back down. And again, do this about 4 or 5 times until you're comfortable. If you're doing this every day, you'll find you'll get better and better at it. If you're able to do it without the chair, even better. But if you have to use the chair, no problem at all. If you don't need to use the chair, and actually you can do balance to make it even harder, again, weights in your hands, standing side on, and do that. Okay, same idea, but making it even harder. Next one is a sideways leg lift. And for this I'm going to have to turn my back to you so you can see it best. And also you really need a little bit of room side to side out of you, so I'm going to move it a bit more because I know what I'm going to need to do. So sideways leg lift is going to look at your hips, looking in and around here, alright? Because what we're going to be doing is lifting the leg up in the other direction like that. Okay, so you need to make sure you've got enough room side to side, and if you need the stability of the chair, alright, brilliant, have it there, that's what it's there for. So a sideways leg lift. I'm going to start with my right leg, and all we're going to do is lift it up and down. I'm not trying to get it up to my ear, I physically couldn't even if I tried, alright, but you lift it to what is a comfortable position, even if it's only this. Alright, lift it to what is comfortable for you. You come, bring it back into the middle, you have a 1 or 2 second rest, and then you do the other leg. And you do about 4 or 5 with each leg. So I'll do a few just so that you can keep an eye on what we're doing. Somebody put an angry face, I'm very annoyed. Who put an angry face? So what we're doing, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And what that's going to do is going to be able to increase the lubrication in your hip joint. Alright, your hip joint is like a ball and socket, so just by moving it, is going to help your hips if you're prone to having bad hips. That is something that is really, really good exercise to do, but also strengthens the hips, also strengthens the hip flexors, which are inside of your leg, and some on the outside of your leg as well. So again, just helps the muscles in and around your legs to help sort of the movement, the walking and the running, etc. Next one we're going to do is a leg extension. Okay, again, I'm moving the chair around a lot. If you're able to, great. If your chair is in one fixed position in your room, that's fine. You can just adapt these exercises as best as you can to make sure that it works for you. All right, it's all about whatever works for you best. All right, so the leg extension, very simply, I'm going to stand like this, and again, all we're going to do is we're going to lift effectively our heel up to our bum. All right, by keeping a straight leg. Alright, so like I said, I've got my shoes on. You either wear shoes or on your bare feet. No socks, because you'll slip. So nice and simply, up, like this, up. And you try and get a little flick at the end if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Up. And what this is going to do is it's going to work your bottom. Alright, it's going to work your lower back. It's going to work your hamstrings. So there's a lot of different muscles being used in this particular moment, in this particular area. Okay, and again, very good for the leg joints, very good for your bottom. All right, your bottom is very, very good muscle. It's very big, it's very strong. So you've got to keep using it. So by standing up and sitting down and doing these kind of exercises, it's going to help you with walking. It's going to help your mobility and getting around. If you're a bit more active and you play tennis, football, etc., don't forget to work on your glutes and your legs, because the glutes are your bum. It's a very, very important muscle to exercise on a regular basis. Next one is a wall press up. Now, if you've got space in your room to do it, that's great. I've got a little bit of room in here. All right, I can't go to a wall that unfortunately you're not able to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it just over in the corner there. And basically, it's what it says on the tin. It's doing a press up, but on the wall. So this is my window. I'm going to use this. Right, got no neighbours watching, which is great. So all I'm going to do is lean into it and lean back. It's going to take my full body weight going forward. If it's too hard for you, you go closer to the window or the wall. If it's harder, you go back and do that. So it's nice and simple, nice and easy. And what that's going to do is you work your arms, it's going to work your chest, it's going to work your shoulders. So there's a lot of different things that's going to work in that one movement of just going forwards and backwards. Like I said, the harder you want to make it, the farther away from the door or the window or the wall that you get. The final thing we're going to work on, the final two things we're going to work on are going to be based on around your arms, and we're going to need the weights for this. So where are my weights? Where have I done with that? There they are. Again, for those who have just joined us, I've got two weights. All right, these are pretty heavy actually. Net weight 26 pounds. Whatever that is nowadays, 737 grams, nice even number. All right, so what we're going to do, let's make the camera go down a little bit. All right, we're going to do a bicep curl. So having your weights in your hands, feet nice and relaxed, sitting nice and comfortably with a straight back, all we're going to be doing is lifting up like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to work your biceps, which is your arm muscles. On the way up, it works your biceps. On the way down, it works your triceps, which is the back of the arm. So you're doing your arms a lot of good help here. By holding something as well, you're also working the muscles in your wrists, your wrist flexors, keeping them nice and strong. And again, you probably do this maybe 5 to 10 times if you can. This is too easy for you. You put the weights down. If it's too hard, use something much lighter, but do try and hold something. Right, it doesn't matter what the weight is, so long as it's comfortable for you. Okay? And the final thing we're going to do is shoulders. Shoulders, we talked yesterday about mobility and the using of shoulders. Shoulders are very, very important for a lot of the stuff that we want to do on a daily basis. So on a daily basis, we want to be doing getting in and out of bed, standing up from seated positions, bath, shower, lifting, pulling, pushing, anything that we do in the day. I appreciate it uses your arms, but your shoulders are really key. If you try doing things without using your shoulder, you're not going to get very far. So we're going to do shoulder presses today, and the final exercise for today is a shoulder press. Is very simply having your arms out like this, ideally at 90 degrees, which means you can see here, all right, 90-degree angle. Okay, hang on, let me get my bearings right. There we go. 90 degrees. If it's not quite that, that's fine. If it's a bit lower, that's fine as well. Whatever you're comfortable with, and just pushing it up and back down slowly. And what you're doing is you're working your muscles at the front of your shoulders, your deltoids. You're also working a little bit of your upper back around by your neck, your trapezius muscle, which is at the back, and just pushing it nice and high. If this is too easy, like I said before, reduce the weight, or increase the weight, sorry. If you're finding it hard, reduce the weight. But do whatever you feel is most comfortable for you. So, we've done an awful lot today. The video is come to an end. After every bit of exercise we do, don't go for Google stop, please. Brilliant. Modern technology does not work. Come on. There we go. Right. So I can get this done properly. Always have a glass of water, have a drink. Don't go for tea or coffee. That is not going to hydrate you. Okay, you need to have water. You can sometimes have a bit of juice in there. I know some people out there don't like water. Please don't. Please don't put too much juice in it. Again, it's not always the best. They're made with artificial sweeteners and things. But if it does help you, taste a bit sweeter, just put a little bit in. Hot water, I know some people like to have hot water. It is quite healthy for you, but just make sure you're quenching your thirst. All right. If you're constantly wanting to drink, it means you're not really getting enough water in your system. So don't always go for hot drinks, go for cooler, colder drinks. So these are exercises in theory for older people, but ultimately they're for people who have mobility issues, recovering from injury, and doing an awful lot of things in and around sort of the home environment where space is at a premium and you just can't do an awful lot. Maccabi GB Facebook page for live feeds like this is going to be going on most of the day with different videos to support and help people. At 1 o'clock we've got Jordan doing years 5 and 6, I believe, PE, and at 4 o'clock got a really good session for those people who like education, talking about PE, physical education, keeping active in schools and the benefits of that. We've got an Ofsted inspector coming in and talking to us, an educational consultant, about how best to get PE out of your school environment, how important it is to be in school doing PE for primary and secondary. I'm Neil. Please give me a like, a share, a comment, whatever, moving forward, because then the more people see this, the more we can help people who are stuck at home doing very little. We're going to start putting things like this onto our YouTube channel, probably on our website, so that people can access it if they don't necessarily have Facebook to watch it. Thank you for those guys who have been involved, and looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow at 11:30. Thank you very much.